Did you know the first vending machine in existence was a holy water dispenser? This invention was created by Heron of Alexandria, also known as Hero of Alexandria, who happens to also be credited with inventing the syringe, one of the first steam engines, and many more creations. Despite this, it can be argued that he is best remembered for creating Herons Formula. Where did Herons Formula even come from? Heron of Alexandria published many works. However, his most famous work was a compendium known as Metrica. Although he wrote it in the 1st century, it was lost for more than 1,000 years and wasn't found until 1896. This work contains 3 separate books, one of which included Heron's Formula. Heron's Formula, also known as Hero's Formula, is an equation used in geometry and trigonometry with the purpose of finding the area of a triangle using its 3 sides. Let me show you an example. Here we have a triangle with sides A, B, and C. Side A is equal to 3, side B is equal to 4, and side C is equal to 5. Although we do not know any of the angle measures in the triangle, we can still solve for the area using Heron's formula. Heron's formula states that the square root of s times s minus side A times s minus side B times s minus side C is equivalent to the area of the triangle you are solving for. What is s? You can find the value of s by adding up all sides, then dividing the resulting number by 2. This calculates the semi-perimeter of the triangle. Alright, now it's time to solve the problem. First, we must find s. S is equal to a plus b plus c divided by 2. We know that a is equal to 3, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to 5. If we add all of those together, we get 12. And if we divide 12 by 2, we get 6, which is our s value. Now that we know the s value, we can solve for area using the main equation. If we plug in our numbers, we should get the area of the triangle equals the square root of 6 times the quantity 6 minus 3 times the quantity 6 minus 4 times the quantity 6 minus 5. This simplifies to the square root of 6 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is also equal to the square root of 36, which is also equal to 6. So if you followed all these instructions carefully, you should have gotten 6 for your answer for area. Simple enough, right? You may be wondering how this can be used in real life. Let me show you how. In this problem, you are a gardener, and you want to plant flowers in your garden. You decide to skip school, because obviously flowers are more important, and rush to the local Home Depot to buy some flower seed. You end up buying enough to cover an area of 9,000 feet squared, but you do not know the area of your garden. Lucky for you, your garden happens to be triangular, so you decide to measure the length of each side. The first side you measure is 160 feet long, the second is 120 feet long, and the third is 220 feet long. Do you have enough flower seed to cover the entire area of your garden? I encourage any of you guys watching to pause the video now to try and solve this problem on your own. Alright, time's up. First, we gotta solve for s. We know that s is equal to side A plus side B plus side C divided by 2. In this case, side A is equal to 220, side B is equal to 160, and side C is equal to 120. If we add all of those up and then divide the sum by 2, you get an answer of 250 for s. Now that we got the s value, we can plug our numbers back into the main equation in order to find the area of the garden. If done properly, you should get the area of the garden is equal to the square root of 250 times the quantity 250 minus 220 times the quantity 250 minus 160 times the quantity 250 minus 120. This is also equal to the square root of 250 times 30 times 90 times 130, which is also equal to the square root of 87,750,000. If you plug this value into your calculator, you should get an answer of around 9,367.5 feet squared for the area of your garden. In conclusion, you do not have enough seed to cover the area of your garden. While the area of your garden is 9,367.5 feet squared, you only bought enough seed to cover an area of 9,000 feet squared. You all must be wondering by now, why is Heron's formula so important? In my opinion, it's important because it's another method you can use to solve triangles. It can make finding the area of a triangle simpler, as there is no need to calculate the angles of the triangles when solving. It can also be used by many different types of people, such as engineers, physicists, and architects. However, it can also be used out of curiosity. For example, a person wondering what the area of their triangular floor is. Even though it's around 2,000 years old, Heron's formula is used by many people for many reasons. which is why I believe it's so important we learn it. I encourage you to find a triangular shaped object and find the area using Herons Formula for fun. Thank you for watching.